Alright, hey guys. So for today we're doing a face shave. And it's Friday, late afternoon. I was actually going to do the shave tomorrow and post this video tomorrow. So I'll probably just post this video tomorrow still. But I'm going to get the shave in this afternoon because I was like, yeah, why not? I have, I don't know, 2 or 3 days worth of facial growth. For today, we're using Bricktown Grooming Batch 214 Matching Splash. You've seen this on my channel a few times. It might be getting killed on this shave. If not, it'll be like one more shave. We are still going with the straight razor shaving, and this is straight razor shave number 10 with this beautiful Max Sprecher. The Dark Angel wings, cool file work all the way down, and then matching tan inlay to the scales. Boom, boom, boom. Brush, I have it soaking over here, so let me drip it out a little bit. And you can see it right here. So this is Turn and Shave. The owner is Milton, and this is going to be a M6. It's a little hard, but you know, I can't blame the guy. It's hard to sign something in a concave shape like that. But this is in his newest shape handle, and it is in the Galaxy pour, which is just phenomenally gorgeous. Batch 6 is really soft. It is, if you have batch 5, it's a little bit gel tipped compared to batch 5, which is zero gel. And this does have a little bit of tip presence while face lathering or head lathering. I really like it a lot. I have the puck over here. We're going to use that water on the face. And again, I think I've said it before, but this is a great scent. Not my favorite base, but it's decent. So I hope everybody is having a good Friday, prepared for the weekend. One weird thing for me now, being retired, it's there's no such thing as a weekend anymore, right? So it's not like you get to Wednesday and it's like, oh, hump day, and then Friday and you're like, hell yeah, get the weekend, I get to do what I want. And it's like every day is the weekend for me now. So it's kind of a weird phenomenon. And it's kind of cool because like the weekends are usually where I don't go out because there's so many people out that I go out through Monday through Friday when everybody's at work. And as always, I usually load a little heavy. And you can see we're almost done with that. I'm just using this to go through the beard. Soften it up a little bit more. And why not? Let's rinse that off. And the ring of death is growing. So, and I think that's going to be enough. Oh, look at that. Boom, hair. That's okay. I haven't actually used that much because I've been breaking in two of my Monzingo ZT4s in. Oh man. This is such a nice knot. It reminds me a lot of my B5, B6. Maybe I'm crazy. just super soft cloud-like feel, and the tip presence has gone down, but it's still there. And me, I don't mind that. I actually kind of like it. It gives it like a different feel. Oh, I do have Milton currently working on a custom H6 for me. That's going to be hopefully really cool. I asked for a lot of stuff on it that I wasn't sure how it would come out, so it's either going to be really cool or really crazy looking. Man, yeah. I keep thinking about getting a low density option in this batch of hair just because I like it so much. But I have been going through a lot of my brushes lately and figuring out which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to get rid of. And the reason is because I've gotten to that point where I just can't use them as much as I would like. And I'm not a collector. Like, I could see if you're a collector, like you like to collect brushes, and you know you're not necessarily trying to use them often. But that's not me. You know, I originally set out to just to try all of these great knots that I read about and heard were so great. And now that I have, I'm like, okay, now it's time to dial it back and figure out which ones you want to keep that you can utilize a lot. And I'm just adding in water because you want this to be nice and wet. For the straight shave, because the wetter it is, you know, it's slicker. So that way the blade just glides. And you can see like this, it creates a lather quite fast and quite easily. But again, just not my favorite. It's not as slick as some others. And the post shave is not as great as some others. But for the price point, it's a really good soap and I love the scent. But yeah, so far I have 2 brushes that I have confirmed that I am going to move. And I haven't tried selling them yet. I don't know, it's one of those things where I feel like I want to get a bunch, like maybe like 4 or 5, and then try to sell them. So first pass is going to be with the grain. But I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I should probably just start trying to sell those 2 until I figure out which other ones I want to get rid of. And then another problem I have is some of these brushes I really like a lot. I have multiple handles of them. So like say like batch 14 for declaration grooming, I really love that knot. But now I have 5 of them. And I really like all the handles. So it's like, and they're all consistently the same knot. So, you know, do I keep all 5? Or do I try to figure out which one's my favorite? handle. But right now, what I'm really doing is just kind of paring down the ones that I know for a fact that, like, yeah, I'm okay with selling that one. And how I've been doing that is just by shaving with them. And by doing that, I've come to see there's certain ones that I like, and there's certain ones that are very similar to each other. I always have trouble doing it in my left hand. Don't know why. Okay. Or maybe the knot was similar to another knot that I like, but I like the handle better on the one I kept. Got a little pimple. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully, with more time, I can figure out a couple more to sell maybe. My straight razor shaves have been going pretty good. So that's always good. Still having trouble under the chin though. Still having problems right here. Trying to figure out what's the best method for that. Yeah, see? It's like, I don't want to go against the grain on the first pass, but I don't really see another way to. Actually, let me get some more agua. That's starting to dry out. That one went pretty good. So maybe I just need to start doing that. Just go from the top down. Yeah, I might have just figured it out. What I am going to do is reapply right in here. Get some nice water going on that. Laid back. Okay. Okay. Not a bad first pass. I definitely can tell though I'm going to need some more soap in that brush probably for this next pass. I don't know, this might be a 3-pass shave. We'll see. Well, maybe I don't need more soap. Maybe if I do a 3rd pass I will. Okay. And another thing I've been thinking about with my brushes, and kind of anything in life, I usually apply this rule, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately with my shaving stuff, is I rather have a few really nice things than a lot of average things, or things that you averagely enjoy, right? So I know that sounds kind of weird, or maybe some people might make me think that like that's like showing off or something. I don't know, because I've heard like weird stuff when I say that. But what I mean by it is, would you rather have 50 soaps that performed okay, in the sense were okay, or would you rather have 5 soaps that were exceptionally performed and that you were in love with the scent? With the 50, you get a lot more variety, but you don't get the same quality as in those few items. And now this isn't an argument of what is quality and what isn't. That's up to you. But that's kind of where I'm at with my brushes too, is I start to look at some of them, and I'm just getting some of the soap off right here, drying this off a little bit in between uses. I don't know, I'm just super careful with this, just because it was a pretty expensive purchase. And not only that, I love it. So I'm the type of guy that takes care of my stuff. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about. So next one we're going to go across the grain is would I rather have spend a little bit more and get some very nice legendary brushes that are sought after? Like, say, I always go back to the B5, B6 of Declaration Grooming, because that's like one of the most sought after ones that I can think of. So, would I rather go spend 500 bucks on one B5, one B6, say, so $1,000 on 2 brushes, or would I rather have, say, 10 B11s, and we'll do a mixture, like a couple B11s, a couple B13s, and so forth. So this one we're going to go up. And so now I'm at that point where, now that I've tried everything, that I kind of want to dial it in to where I'm keeping the best and also maybe even seeking the best. So I have a B6, and I really like B6. It's very similar to a lot of these other knots, though, to me. And it's small, so it's not my favorite because of the size. Maybe if it was bigger, like a 28, it's a 26, I would like it more. So what I've thought about is it time to sell that one and search for a B6 that I love the handle? And that's kind of my thing now, is I don't want just a great knot, I want a great handle too. Now I've been pretty fortunate where I haven't just bought any brush. I bought brushes that I knew were going to be probably good based off of a lot of research. And then on top of that, I made sure I bought ones with handles that I liked. But of course, you know, you can't find everything. So yeah, there was, like, I don't have the best B6 that I would have if I could have any B6. And, you know, that's not to say that mine's bad. So I'm just trying to be more picky and basically, instead of having quantity, having quality. It's like barlettes, right? I have two. I have a 29 millimeter and a 27. I love them both, but the 27, it's a great knot, but it's just a little too small. So what I want to do is I want to get on his custom list when it opens up and get a 32 millimeter. And then what I'm planning to do is then I would sell that 27. And I'll keep the 29 too. But this way, I would have not only the knot I love, but it would be in a nice size that I like. So that's where I'm just going through, and it's kind of hard too because some of the brushes that are fairly good, they're not as good as, say, like this M6. I have a other brush over here that's a it's like a no-name brand. It's a no-name brand knot, and it's in a really nice sawdust creation handle, and it is a great knot for what it is and the cost of it. It is a great knot. Is it as good as this M6? No. So I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at right now too with things like that. Like, you know, do I keep that one with the sawdust creation, even though I have other brushes that are better than it? And that's where I think I need to just get rid of those. But I do love the handle on it. Oh, yeah, maybe we don't need it anymore. So yeah, that's just kind of my thing. And I don't know if you guys go through the same issues. And, you know, kind of bringing that all back full circle, you know, that's the reason why I decided to move into an RV and why I still live in an RV is because I wanted to see in life what was really important to me and what wasn't. And living in an RV will do that. It forces you because you can only keep so much stuff. You can't keep everything in an RV because you don't have the space. So it really teaches you and makes you learn like what is important to you, what do you really enjoy. And that's kind of where I'm at with my shaving gear now. It's kind of same thing. I want to see, okay, hey, what do I really enjoy? What am I ready to get rid of? And you know, again, like price, I'm okay spending a lot of money on things if I use them a lot and I enjoy them. Like this. I bought this used, brand new. These cost like, I don't know, probably close to $1,000, maybe a little bit more, and there's a big waiting list. I bought this for $850. Some people are like, might be like, oh my God, why would you spend so much on your first straight razor, or how could you spend that much on any razor? And to me, 850 bucks, this is going to be a lifetime. I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. And that's cheap for something that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. I mean, most Americans will go out and spend $200-300 a month on eating out. That's not good for you. It's not healthy. And you know, they'll spend $3,000 or $4,000 a year, if not more, on eating out. But they'll gripe at somebody like me because I spent 850 bucks on a razor that'll last me a lifetime. And that's why I've learned through RV living that you got to look at the cost long term. And see what you really enjoy. Yeah, see, I'm having some trouble with this. The slickness on this. Now, so we're going to put some water in here. And we're going to go re-attack that side. And that's the same thing I'm trying to do with my software too, like my shaving soaps and my splashes. I'm trying to, instead of just trying everything, you know, because you like certain artisans, so you're trying to support them, slash you see all these other people getting this soap. And what I've learned too is a lot of what we're seeing is it's like kind of fake FOMO, really. It's a small circle of people that will get these soaps for free. They then play it out. Other people will fall into that and get the soap. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, but that's marketing 101. Like me as a financial blogger and a content creator, like I know what you're doing. And the thing is, a lot of people in the community don't though. So then you get all these other people feeling like, oh, well, I got to buy that soap because I know this person and I talk to them. And then the next thing you know, you have a bunch of soaps that you don't even use. So that's why I'm trying to be more picky even with the soaps I get. Like I've been doing pretty good. I recently bought a couple sets though. I bought the Life and Death set from First Line Shave. And the thing is, I know I like First Line Shave's soap base. It's great. And I got it for really cheap on the buy sell trades. I also got Ethos, the Rosa one, because I've been on a floral kick lately. And I've never tried Ethos soap. It's pretty expensive. But again, same gentleman had it for super cheap, so I decided to buy it. So this way I can try it to see if, is Ethos something I would want to go with forward once I kill off some more tubs, maybe. And then for 4th of July sale, I bought Gentleman's Nod, which I love his base. I bought Juniper Reveille, and I had a sample of it, so I knew I liked it. And I've been holding off just because I want to kill off a couple more tubs. And as you can see, I've almost killed this one off. And I have a couple more over there that I'm working on killing off too. Okay, we're going to use the splash. So kind of my theory is with the softwares, I like to, if I get one, I like to have to be able to move one or two. Because I'm trying to downsize my software, and not a lot. I would like to get it down maybe around about 10 less than I have right now, and that's not really because of the soap, it's more because of the splashes. The shelf just, it's getting a little full for the splash section, so I would like to get rid of about 10. Ooh, that's nice. Straight shave number 11. Oh yeah. So that's just my thoughts, my little rants and raves for right now. Is me personally, I'm at that point now where I've tried a lot of gear. I haven't tried every razor that there is. I've tried a lot of brushes though. I've tried a lot of software. So now I kind of want to dial that in and figure out what is the best value for me. What is the best brushes that I love, and keep those ones. And even if it's multiple of the same knot, if it's different handles that I love, let's do that. And if something isn't just on par with the rest, like say this M6 and M5, right? I have two brushes, an M6 and M5. I like them both. M5 a little bit more than M6. I'm okay with keeping both. But like, say if I have another knot that I'm like, oh man, like this one's not even close to any of these, it's probably better to move that one in my case. This is just me personally, because I want to use my M5 and my M6 more. And if this one doesn't compare to even these two or the rest of my other brushes, then there's no reason to really keep that, because I'm just not being able to use the other brushes that I like that much more. And it's the same thing with the software. And if you're not in that position that I am, then that's fine. That's just me and my personal preference. Trying to dial it all back and in. But we're going to do a recap. So we did a straight razor shave today, number 11, with this beautiful, beautiful razor right here. We used Bricktown Grooming, batch 214, great scent. It's almost killed. And we had the matching splash. And it's nice. I'd give this sucker a solid 6 for strength. It's strong. Maybe even a 7. We used Turn and Shave's M6, so it's batch 6 of hair. medium density in the Galaxy Pour. Gorgeous, gorgeous brush. I really love batch 6. Super soft, great flow through, medium backbone. Tip presence is there. It subsides with more use, and this isn't still even broken in. I maybe have like 4 uses on this, or 5. And the tip presence is less, but it still is there. Really great hair. I love it. So I appreciate you guys listening to my rants and raves today. And I'll check you guys out in the next one.